As we age, digestion tends to slow down. Meals that once felt light can suddenly leave you feeling heavy, bloated, or gassy. That's where peppermint tea quietly shines. With each sip, it gently relaxes the muscles in your digestive tract, allowing food to move more easily and reducing discomfort without the harsh effects of over-the-counter medications. It's especially helpful after heavier meals, meats, creamy dishes, or starchy sides that tend to linger in the belly longer than they should. A warm cup of peppermint tea after dinner can help you avoid that tight, uncomfortable feeling so many people over 60 quietly live with. But peppermint tea isn't just about the stomach. Many seniors experience occasional headaches or pressure around the temples when they wake up. These aren't always migraines, but more like tension that sits quietly in the background. Peppermint tea, thanks to its natural menthol content, can help ease that pressure. It relaxes the muscles around the neck and head, providing a gentle lift without the need for pills or caffeine. And since peppermint tea is naturally free from caffeine, it won't interfere with your sleep. In fact, it can become part of your bedtime routine, offering both relaxation and digestive comfort, especially important if nighttime reflux or bloating tends to keep you awake. There's also something surprisingly powerful about the ritual of it. Boiling the water, inhaling the steam, sitting by the window or at the kitchen table, no screens, no distractions, just you and your tea. That moment alone can lower stress hormones and give your nervous system permission to exhale. For older adults managing blood sugar, stress can be a silent saboteur. It raises cortisol, and in turn, spikes glucose. That's why peppermint tea, calming, fragrant, familiar, is so much more than a beverage. It's a small act of healing. And let's talk cravings. If you've ever found yourself rummaging through the pantry after dinner, looking for something sweet just to finish the meal, you're not alone. Sugar cravings in the evening are one of the most common struggles in diabetes and insulin resistance. But peppermint tea offers a secret weapon. Its natural sweetness and cooling sensation satisfy your palate without triggering glucose spikes. It tricks the brain gently into thinking you've had a treat, helping you bypass that second slice of cake or the scoop of ice cream. And over time, those small swaps lead to real change. You can also enjoy peppermint tea cold. Brew a large batch in the morning, let it cool, and store it in the fridge. Add a few slices of lemon or cucumber for a refreshing afternoon drink that hydrates without sugar. On warmer days it feels like a sweet reward, but it's doing real work inside your body, easing inflammation and supporting blood flow. And if you've ever dealt with swelling in your ankles or feet after standing or walking, peppermint tea might help there too. Its natural anti-inflammatory properties can ease that puffiness and promote better circulation. Even the scent alone has power. Breathing in the steam from a hot mug of peppermint tea can help open your airways if you're feeling a bit congested. Many older adults find that a few deep breaths over a peppermint teacup in the morning clears their sinuses better than over-the-counter sprays and without any side effects. It's a gentle, safe solution that feels like self-care. And here's a little secret: peppermint tea pairs beautifully with cinnamon. If you're looking to support your blood sugar even more, drop a cinnamon stick into your mug while your tea steeps. It adds a warm, spicy note and brings along its own benefits for glucose control. Together, peppermint and cinnamon become a blood sugar-friendly powerhouse that tastes like something out of a holiday kitchen. If mornings are when you feel slow or foggy, consider blending peppermint tea with green tea. Just one green tea bag and one peppermint tea bag steeped together can give you gentle mental clarity without the crash that often comes from strong coffee. It's the kind of alertness that feels clean, focused but calm. And for those with sensitive stomachs, peppermint softens the bitterness of green tea while amplifying the benefits. Best of all, peppermint tea is incredibly accessible. You don't need to visit a health food store or spend a fortune online. Every grocery store has it. Many brands even offer organic versions that taste clean, crisp, and fresh. If you're someone who enjoys a project, growing your own mint at home is simple. A small pot on a windowsill, a little sunshine, and regular watering, that's all it takes. Pluck a few fresh leaves, pour hot water over them, and you've created something healing with your own hands. So the next time that little voice inside says, you should avoid anything sweet, remember this: not all sweetness is the enemy. In the case of peppermint tea, it's the opposite. It's a naturally sweet, blood sugar-friendly beverage that supports digestion, soothes inflammation, calms the mind, and satisfies cravings. It costs pennies per cup. It's easy to find, and most importantly, it's gentle on your body. Let this be your invitation, not just to try something new but to return to something old. A simple cup of tea, a few minutes of stillness, a breath. Because sometimes the most powerful medicine is the kind you can sip slowly in silence. For older adults, peppermint tea is more than a soothing beverage, it's a practical tool for daily relief. As digestion tends to slow with age, bloating, gas, and that heavy sluggish feeling after a meal become more common, especially when blood sugar isn't well regulated. Peppermint tea gently supports the digestive system without the need for medication. Its natural oils help relax the muscles in your gut, making it easier to break down food and ease discomfort. And in the evening, when the body is winding down and comfort matters most, peppermint tea steps in like a trusted friend. For those who've noticed nagging aches in the lower back or joints after a day of walking or chores, it's worth noting that many older adults report mild relief from muscle and joint tension with regular use. While it's not a cure for arthritis, it does help make everyday discomfort a little more manageable, and that's often all we need to move through the day with more ease. What makes peppermint tea especially helpful for those managing blood sugar is that it provides a naturally sweet flavor without actually containing sugar. That means it satisfies the desire for something comforting without triggering glucose spikes. And since it's caffeine-free, you can enjoy it any time of day, even right before bed, without worrying about disrupting your sleep. In fact, peppermint tea may even help ease tension, headaches, and pressure around the temples that some people experience in the morning. Just a warm cup can relax the muscles around your neck and head gently, no pills needed. Here's a simple way to enjoy it. Bring a kettle of water to a boil. Drop in a peppermint tea bag or a few fresh mint leaves, and let it simmer for about 10 minutes. Then just sit quietly. No phone, no screens, and take it in slowly. That moment of stillness is more healing than most people realize. Many older adults also find that peppermint tea helps with mental clarity. You know those foggy mornings where your body is awake but your brain isn't? Peppermint tea can help lift that cloud, without the jittery effect of coffee. It wakes you up gently, more like opening a window than hitting an alarm. After a stressful day, peppermint tea offers something rare: peace in a cup. Taking off your shoes, putting your feet up, and wrapping your hands around a warm mug can be the most important moment of your day. That brief pause resets more than your nerves. It supports your digestion, calms your system, and makes room for better sleep and more clarity. Drink it after lunch to help digest heavier meals like pasta or meat. It keeps you alert but relaxed, making the second half of your day more productive and less sluggish. Want to enhance the flavor and support your blood sugar even more? Try adding a cinnamon stick to your cup of peppermint tea. Cinnamon helps with blood glucose control and adds a warm, homey feel. Just let it steep while you sip. And for mornings when you want a slight lift, try combining peppermint tea with green tea. It sharpens alertness without hitting your system hard. It's smooth, balanced, and perfect for slower-paced mornings where focus, not force, is what you need. If you enjoy gardening or want a new project, consider growing your own mint. It's easy, even a windowsill container will do. Just water it regularly and pluck a few fresh leaves whenever you want to brew your own cup. There's something especially satisfying about nurturing a plant that gives back to your health each time you brew it. So if you've been told to avoid all sweet flavors, here's your opportunity to question that advice. Peppermint tea is naturally sweet, completely safe for blood sugar, and deeply nourishing in ways most people never expect. Whether you're managing diabetes, easing joint pain, calming your nerves, or simply trying to sleep better, this simple herbal tea might be one of the most powerful and accessible tools at your disposal. And it's waiting for you right in your kitchen. There's something deeply personal about a warm cup of tea, especially as we get older. It becomes more than just a drink, it's comfort, it's care, and sometimes it's quiet medicine. And when you find a tea that doesn't just taste good but gently supports your blood sugar, eases your digestion, and helps you feel lighter, calmer, and more in control, well, that's when a simple habit turns into a daily ritual. That's exactly what we're talking about today with two powerful teas, peppermint and fennel, both naturally sweet, naturally healing, and surprisingly supportive for those managing diabetes or digestive discomfort. Let's return to peppermint for a moment. This tea isn't just refreshing, it's dependable. The scent alone feels like a soft exhale, the kind you didn't even realize you were holding in. Many older adults I speak to like to keep peppermint tea packets tucked away in their purses, glove compartments, or travel bags. That way, whether they're visiting family, out shopping, or traveling, all they need is a cup of hot water, and they're instantly anchored, comforted. Especially after a meal, when indigestion starts to creep in as a tight, burning sensation in the chest or belly, peppermint tea can work wonders. Sip it slowly while sitting up in bed, and let it settle in like a bedtime story for your stomach. It soothes gently, naturally, and without the side effects that so many pills come with. If you're also focused on maintaining a healthy weight, peppermint tea is a friend you'll want in your corner. It's calorie-free, sugar-free, and helps tame your appetite, especially those nighttime sugar cravings that tend to sneak in after dinner. It also supports digestion, making you feel lighter and less sluggish throughout the day. But it's not just about the nutrients in the tea, it's about what happens during that moment. That moment where you give yourself a pause, a breath, that's the part many people forget. A small break, a few sips of peace, it resets more than just your stomach. And did you know some people use peppermint tea for their feet? Yes, it's true. You can steep the tea, let it cool a bit, and then pour it into a small basin for a soothing foot soak. After a long day of standing or walking, the tingling refreshment helps your circulation and eases foot swelling. That's especially helpful if you've been dealing with water retention or sore ankles. And while honey pairs beautifully with peppermint, if you have diabetes, you'll want to skip it or use a very small amount. You'll be surprised how sweet and satisfying the tea tastes all on its own after just a few days. You won't even miss the extra sugar. The longer you stick with peppermint tea, the more you'll notice the benefits. Seniors who make it a daily habit often report better digestion, fewer cravings, and even a deeper sense of calm. It becomes just like brushing your teeth, something you do because it makes you feel better. And if you've been looking for something gentle, dependable, and rooted in centuries of wisdom, peppermint tea could be exactly what your routine needs. It's not magic, but it is a kind of quiet medicine that's earned its place in the lives of so many. Now let's move on to a lesser-known but equally powerful tea, fennel. This one doesn't usually make the headlines, but trust me, it deserves your attention, especially if you're over 60 and have ever felt bloated, cramped, or like your digestion has slowed down after meals. A cup of fennel tea is like giving your internal organs a warm hug. From ancient times to today, it's been a trusted remedy for everything from gas and indigestion to sluggish bowels and even stress-related stomach issues. Those tight, uncomfortable feelings after dinner. That full yet empty bloated sensation that makes it hard to relax. Fennel tea helps soften those moments. It calms the belly, helps ease that bubbling or gassy feeling, and gently encourages your body to release tension. It doesn't force anything, the way harsh laxatives do. It just nudges your body in the right direction, naturally. And that's exactly what many of us need. One of fennel tea's best features is its flavor. Naturally sweet. Similar to licorice but milder, it satisfies without sugar. That's good news for anyone managing blood sugar. There's no need to add anything to make it enjoyable. And if you struggle with constipation, A common concern among older adults, fennel tea can help keep things regular. Again, not by overwhelming your system, but by supporting it in a subtle, effective way. Have you ever experienced pressure in your chest after eating? The kind that feels like trapped gas? Fennel tea can relieve that too. Within minutes of sipping a warm cup, you may find that you're able to breathe more deeply, sit more comfortably, and go about your evening with ease. It even has a role during hormonal transitions, especially for older women navigating hot flashes or mild cramps. The warmth, the scent, the way it calms the nerves, it all adds up to a very comforting ritual. And if you've been struggling with sleep, especially if indigestion keeps you awake, fennel tea might help you unwind enough to drift off. It won't put you to sleep directly, but it does help prepare your system. A cup after dinner, with the lights low and the distractions put away, might be the signal your body needs to slow down. Fennel tea also does double duty as a natural breath freshener. It's especially helpful after meals with garlic, onions, or spices. Some people even steep it stronger, cool it, and use it as a natural mouth rinse. It's safe, gentle on the gums, and ideal for those who experience morning dryness or bad breath. And here's something else fennel can do. Help reduce water retention. If your hands, ankles, or feet swell during the day, sipping fennel tea can support your body in gently flushing out excess fluid. Over time, these small improvements add up, that feeling of being heavy and slow after lunch. Fennel tea helps prevent that without caffeine. It gives your body a soft lift, enough to move through the afternoon with more energy and less drag. To prepare fennel tea at home, bring 2 cups of water to a boil, add 1 teaspoon of fennel seeds, and let it simmer for 10 minutes. Strain it and enjoy. If you prefer it chilled, you can refrigerate the tea and add a cucumber slice or mint sprig for an extra boost. It's perfect for digestion and hydration, especially in warmer weather. Feeling nauseated after a meal? That's another place where fennel shines. Whether it's due to medication, overeating, or stress, fennel tea can help settle the stomach naturally. Some seniors even report that their blood sugar stays more balanced when they pair fennel tea with nutritious meals. Over time, the daily habit supports steadier energy and fewer spikes or crashes. And here's the best part. Fennel seeds are affordable. A small bag from your local store, Walmart, Target, or even a neighborhood grocery can last you weeks. You don't need fancy supplements or expensive teas. You just need hot water, fennel seeds, and a few quiet minutes. No caffeine, no additives, no strange side effects, just steady, reliable support. You can also grow fennel at home, just a few seeds in a sunny pot, and you'll be harvesting your own tea ingredients in no time. There's something beautiful about growing what you use for your own healing. It deepens your connection to your health and your home. Many seniors also use fennel tea when dealing with dry air or scratchy throats. It coats and soothes the throat after long conversations or exposure to dry heat. Add a drop of lemon for brightness or combine it with chamomile for a relaxing blend before bed. 1 bag of fennel and 1 bag of chamomile, that's all you need for what many describe as a lullaby in a cup. Want to get creative? Drop in a few apple slices while your fennel tea is still steeping. The result is a gently sweet, nostalgic flavor that makes the tea feel like a treat. It's the kind of drink you can share after dinner with a friend or enjoy alone with a good book. You can even soak a cloth in warm fennel tea and apply it to your belly to ease mild cramps or digestive tension, a simple self-care method many older women swear by. And before we move on, I'd love to hear from you. Have you ever tried fennel tea? If so, type the word fennel in the comments. And if peppermint tea is already part of your routine, share your story by typing peppermint. Every comment is read, and your experience matters, because this journey toward healing isn't just about the teas. It's about the connection we all share in discovering small, gentle ways to feel better and live fuller lives. Now if these teas surprised you, wait until you see what's next. The foods you eat every single day could be quietly working against your blood sugar, yes, even the ones that appear healthy. I'm about to share which common foods might be sabotaging your energy, your metabolism, and your glucose levels, especially if you're over 60. You'll also learn the breakfast mistake that most people make, even when they think they're eating clean. Once you understand how these foods interact with your hormones and blood sugar, everything starts to make sense. Stay with me, because the next video could completely transform the way you build your plate and how you feel every single day.